Hi, welcome to week, what are we? 4, unit 4, which is all about setup and gear. I hope you're really liking the course so far. I thought that this week we would do a video because I think it's much easier to talk about this particular topic than to just read about it. So let's get started. But this is basically to talk you through the equipment that I use. First of all, headphones. I can't tell you how important headphones are. If you decide not to have anything else, then just use headphones that also have microphone functionality, which tends to be, any headphones nowadays, but iPhone headphones are kind of remarkable in the industry. Is just quite good quality for the price. I have these Studio Sweden, they're Regent, I think they're called. I think they're about £75. These were gifted as part of my sponsorship package with them. They sponsored the podcast. So they're amazing. I really like them because A, they're wireless. B, they've got wires, so both. So they're good for, I used to use them for running pre-pregnancy. They're kind of noise cancelling, which I really love. I use them for travelling as well a lot. But in terms of for podcasting, they're just a really solid pair of headphones. I really like them. Along with that, I use this humongous piece of kit, which looks a lot more complicated than it is, and I'm going to break it all down for you right now. So, this at the top is a Blue Yeti. It's a really good piece of kit. I'm going to pull out this whole thing so you can see. So this is literally how I podcast. So it will be, it's very heavy. Technical issues. It's very heavy, so you do need a fairly decent boom stand. This one was only about £15 though, and it does the job. But you just have to be a little bit careful. I'm going to take that off now. But this is attached to a desk. So you either want it attached to your desk, ideally one where your computer isn't attached to it, if that makes sense. Because if you click, if you're touching the desk, as you can see as my camera is shaking, then that's your boom is going to pick up on that, the sound will travel, and it will reduce the quality. But honestly, it's so negligible that I wouldn't worry about it too much. And you can get something to fix that, which is called a shock mount. And that's something that you attach. It kind of sits around your microphone, so it would sit like kind of just here. And that's just an added cost. But that will stop any of those issues occurring. And then this is like the cheapest thing in the world. It was £5. Well, it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it's so cheap, it's so brilliant. It's just a pop filter. I attach it to my stand because I use a stand, as you can see. However, the Blue Yeti comes with its own little stand, which I'm going to show you about right now. Which looks like this. And it sits right here. And it's quite a good stand, so you can just attach your pop filter. You would be able to speak straight into it like that. I'm not doing a very good job of showing you, it's quite difficult to do this one-handed. There we go. It would be like that in front. The thing to remember about whatever microphone you use is that there's two types of microphone that it tends to be called dynamic or condenser. And dynamic mics are brilliant. This is a dynamic. I think it's either a dynamic or a condenser. I can never remember which one. And this one picks up a lot of sound. So as you can see right here, we've got the volume, which I have pretty low. And on the back, you've got the gain, which again, I have very low. So the volume is just what you're hearing in your headphones. The gain is the sound of you, the volume of the recording. That's on the wrong setting as well. And then there's a few different settings here, which I only ever use this one, which is like the peachy bum sort of looking one, which basically means that it's recording more than one person. Oh, I actually don't really need to use that, I've just realised. Oh no, it's recording like all the way around. And you don't speak into it like this. It picks up like that. Anyway, so if you have a very noisy environment that you just can't, you just can't change that environment, because some people live in super minimalist flats with noisy builders outside, or like me, noisy seagulls, or noisy neighbours or whatever. If you just literally, there's nowhere small and cosy that you can have a relatively nice sound experience, then I would recommend getting a handheld microphone, a dynamic, a condenser, or I can't remember which one, but in fact I'm just going to check that right now. Okay, so this is a condenser microphone. I don't know why, but it never sticks in my head. So condenser microphones are the ones that have a higher sensitivity to all the sound. So if you have that not perfect sound environment, or as near to perfect as you can possibly get, or just a very noisy sound environment, then try and find a condenser microphone. And that would be none of the Blue Yetis, basically. None of the Blue, which is the brand name, none of their range. If not, then these are really good. And I actually picked this up from Gumtree for about 50 quid used. I wouldn't say they're easy to find used, but definitely check Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, eBay, those sorts of places. And regardless of what microphone you use, for your handheld or like on a stand, on a big boom stand like mine, get a pop filter, because they really are. This one is by, I don't know. I've put the links to everything in your lesson. The other thing to note is that you can use these little lapel mics. So these are the microphones that you just literally attach to your lapel. They're called lavalier microphones, and they'll just pick up your sound. And I have two of these for if I record in person with someone, and there's a little bit of equipment that you buy with it when you buy two of them. You just stick it in there and it splits them, so you have 3 jacks, one for your headphones if you want to use headphones, and then 2 for your microphones. And I just record straight into my phone. I was literally looking around for my phone so I show you, and then I just realised I'm filming on my phone. And it's got like an adapter so you can stick it into your phone or laptop. I have used it with my laptop before. These are made by Rode, who are an incredible company. They're really, really good. They've got a handheld microphone that's excellent, actually. I can't remember what it's called, but it's brilliant. Trust these. I was about to say, trust these with my life. That's weird. So, in terms of your actual recording environment, the ideal is to have in front of you while you're recording soft furnishings. Ideally to have like a box room, or to be able to record in a wardrobe. But if you just find somewhere like a bedroom is normally a really good place for recording. Stand in front of your wardrobe or sit in front of your wardrobe. That is a good place to record. I used to do that. If you're recording using Wi-Fi, so if you're recording with guests over Skype, then you've got to make sure that the Wi-Fi, that you're recording in a good Wi-Fi zone. And that goes for you and your guest. And I think that's it really. To be honest, I think in previous courses and with my consulting clients, I really encourage them to just test different areas of their house and find somewhere that works for you. Because it's all well and good me saying sit in front of your wardrobe, but if you live somewhere where you have to sit on the floor, the wardrobe is right next to a busy road, maybe that's not great. Test out a few places, and I've given you a kind of page of where you can note down your findings along with your homework in the accompanying PDF. 10 minutes 56, not bad. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Have a great week.